Okay, first thing we need to do when we turn the machine on, put it into the car mode or transport mode, we have to hear those 2 clicks before we move forward or we move backwards on the yellow levers. Doesn't matter which side, either side is okay to touch with. First mode is the eco mode, which is light water, light scrubbing, light vacuum, and the vacuum is very low. Heavy scrubbing, heavy vacuum, vacuum winds up. When we put it back onto the transport, it stays the way it is. Okay? And off. Alright? So, we have got light scrubbing with 1 water teardrop, heavy scrubbing or everyday scrubbing, heavier or dirty clean. If it's dirty, you scrub on that, and if you have to scrub only with water, you flick it onto this one, which is 3 drops of water with the brushes, no vacuum. The one on the end indicates pickup or suction only. So if you need to vacuum or dry the floor only, you just run this vacuum and lower the squeegee blade. Transport mode, minimum and maximum to transport from point A to point B. Okay. Yellow lever, lowering and raising of the squeegee bar, of the vacuum bar. Okay. Onboard charger to charge the batteries. So when you are ready to charge the machine, you turn the machine off and you plug it into a power point. Charger is built in. Okay. Clean water indicator to show us how much clean water we have. At the moment we don't have a lot, but we've got a little bit. Clean water and full. There is even an autofill. If you get a hose, you can put the hose there, the machine will autofill itself with water, 40 litres. The other yellow lever is to lower and raise the scrub head. So to lower and raise the scrub head is you push down and across and let it go, or down and across to raise it off the ground. Okay? Now, to put the brushes on, white brushes, push the top button, that opens up. We load the brushes. There's 2 ways. You can load them this way. They line up onto the cogs. So there's only spring on this end, the outside. And the way we put them in, we'll lock them in, we lift them up by hand a little bit. We close this and then just push them up in the middle. Simple. We also have, a debris tray compartment. That's important to be cleaned after every use. Remove the debris or the dirt, place that back in. The squeegee blade is also important to be cleaned after every time. So these 2 wing nuts you unscrew. So, just a second. Undo the vacuum hose, and every time you finish cleaning the day, you clean the blades on the inside. Important to clean. Putting putting the unit back together, the black part that you see here has to sit over the two grooves. So we lift that part up. Oops, not under, over. To lock itself, the hose out of the way. Push it all the way forward, nice and firm. Sometimes you can hold it. Lower the blade, and it's easier to put the squeegee on there. I'll check the hose after, just to make sure it's not loose. Oops. That part just goes there. Other than that, and also, sorry, up here is a water tap. So it's like a tap. So the water we've got is off, minimum, maximum. So you'd start off somewhere there, and once you worked it out how much water you need, you leave it on that setting for scrubbing. So you can have minimum water, maximum water, or you can have it off. But the water will not go out onto the floor until you've lowered this head and started scrubbing.
And where's the other place we fill up water? At the front?
Come to the front. We fill up water here. Okay. We fill up water here. So that's important. We fill it up in there.
So that's your clean water intake?
Clean water in there, that's correct. Clean water goes in there.
Holds 40 litres?
40 litres, yeah.
Yep.
The dirty water is here. There's two ways of cleaning the dirty water tank. Either empty it out once we show you the empty hose at the back, or here you can get a hose connector, connect it onto there. Here are jets, like a spraying misting jet. Then once you connect your water hose there, you close the lid as such. You leave this on the side. You turn the tap on. You turn the tap on, and the water will automatically sprinkle and wash the tank for you. So put this back in. Once it's finished, lock that in there. That just sits on the inside. And this tray compartment that comes out as easy as that. This tray compartment, just every time you're finished, the day of using, under a tap, just rinse it off, because there will be debris, dirt. So rinse that off.
What's this area here?
That's a vacuum, hot vacuum connection. So very important. If you're washing the tank manually, do not put water in there. That's what the vacuum motor is.
Okay.
That's the one thing you don't want the water to get into. So that's that. And to make sure that this is closed, you've got to always hear that click to close the suction. And to dump the dirty water, obviously it's here. So dumping of the dirty water is the hose of the tank. So we open that up, dump the water. And then it just sits in there. And we're done.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
Detaching the main scrubbing attachment at the front to change from rollers to discs.
Okay.
And then back again.
Yep. For your part, Mark, here there's a switch. We push this. Okay. This tilts back. As such. Okay. It needs two people.
Yeah.
What we need to do is I'll lower the head first.
Is it too heavy with the water?
It is with the water, yeah.
So maybe we can scrub first, and then we can do that
I'll show
after.
you this later.
For sure.
Another time to do this part.
No worries.
All right.
So
what we'll do now is come to this part,
Yep.
because this is for you to show you. You've got a grey key, there's a yellow key. Coffee. Grey key, management, owner key. Yellow key, operator, start. When you put the grey key inside, and we turn it on here, we get all the settings. So to change settings on the machine is you've got a key manager, system parameters, battery menu, don't have to worry about that, brush head. When you change the brush head from this to roller, you have to push in, that flashes, you turn it to disc. D stands for disc, R stands for roller. In this instance, we've got roller. Okay. The only other important part for you to know, to learn, is there are different types of. No, it's not that. Sorry, ignore that part. I just got to find it. I'll show you. All right. Exit. System parameters. Key manager. No, it's not key manager. System parameters. Battery menu. Rush head. Okay. You can only change these settings once you have a grey key. That cannot be done. No. That cannot be done. Key manager. No. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to find out which one it is. The different types of scrubbing modes. English battery menu. No. Just bear with me. No, it's not English. Just bear with me. Just turn it off quickly. Let me first find it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me find the P group pressure, you know. So just changing the settings, but again, will he have the key to this grey key or not? If you set it now, then no one can change it.
That's cool.
So anyway, to change the settings, or cleaning, scrubbing settings, you flick it onto one of the scrubbing modes. You return the dial till we get to cleaning apps, push in. There are 3 settings. Fine clean, which is slow scrubbing of the turning of the cylindrical head. If you push in, we've got whisper clean, which is gone from say 300 revs to 500 revs of the scrubbing, or power clean, which is then going up to 1,000, and that's not setting the power clean and the whisper clean. Power clean I would not recommend to be used on bowler because it spins too fast. I would start off with the fine clean and see how the floor comes up. Next one up will be whisper clean, will be if in case the floor is not coming up, if it's very dirty. Once that's locked in, fine clean, you leave it the way it is, and you're ready to go. Okay. Important thing to do at least once a month is here there is a filter, fine filter. This should be cleaned out when the machine is low on water, not full with water, and only to be done outside. As soon as you unscrew this, the clean water just pours out. So there's a filter on the inside. It's just a matter of just to clean that out so there's no dirt or gunk built up in there. That screws back on and it's good to go. Once a month, predominantly if you're putting detergent into the machine. It's important. That's it.
All right.
That's the most important thing to do. Cool.